love at first sight. So beautiful. You know, I could do this forever. Stare at your beautiful, cracked surface. I hope you win, Shatter Seal. I hope you win. Anyway, I guess now I've just got to wait for... What do you mean the voting is closed? What? But it's supposed to be open for a fair while, because the top 8 is going to get announced after a week. An announcement of fun. I've been looking at a great sword for a week! You know what, actually that checks out. No, think about it, that checks out. Hello, my fellow hunters, and once again we are back with Wilds' weapon design contest to find a beautiful winner to stand alongside the likes of the rocket-powered greatsword, and it is some fierce competition. We went over the top 20 as chosen by Capcom from all the entries last week. We all voted on them, and today we have the top 8 revealed, both from weapons and pendants. Now, before we look at them to, double confirm, from this top 8, the winner will now be chosen by Capcom. So we have done what we can, the fate has been cast, and the die is sealed. I feel like I didn't say that correctly. In any case then, let's look at what me and you and everyone selected as, well, the finalists, the top 8. We will get the winner on Saturday the 27th of September, so it's going to be a little bit of a wait, but all we can do is trust in Capcom to make the right decision. Boom! Introducing the top 8 hunter weapon entries and top 8 pendant entries that pass the second round of judging, i.e. our voting. I am very kind of nervous, because I know what I want. I can't help it. Shatter Seal is glorious. Weapon B then. I believe this was the spooky... Yes! That's a worthy top 8. The ghostly flame effects, the little cute spectre as your actual kinsector with his ethereal candle, stealing essence, returning it back. It is a really, really lovely design weapon, and I wouldn't blame anyone for wanting to have that sleepy little guy on their arm when he's not feasting on the very souls of the monsters that you send them after. This is a really worthy top 8, and I am all for it. Weapon C, I don't remember. Oh! Really? Don't get me wrong, it's an incredible design, of course it is. But that does surprise me. I didn't see a lot of chatter actually looking at it, but then again, I am in, the kind of bubble of Monster Hunter that I am in. I have no idea what was ultra popular in Japan, for example, and that will have been a very decent chunk of the vote, and yeah, this came out on top. To be fair, if I had to choose one of the charge blades that was submitted, it probably would be this one, for cotton's sake, if anything, so I am not mad at this. That's some nice variety. The pink glow is glowing strong. Ah, that is great. And I do love the little heart jewels set just above the handle. I think that really kind of makes it. Its look on your back is so good. Like, it almost is a shame to pull it out as a weapon. It's just this beautiful little heart you are walking around with. It's like the ultimate accessory to the Chupacabra heart butt pouch. In any case, nice. That is our second of 8. Then... oh, people like charge blades. See, this is surprising because when there's multiple really good entries of the same weapon, it would split the vote, naturally. So for 2 charge blades to be in the top 8, they must have absolutely got, well, voted upon vicariously, is all I shall say. And this one, yes, certainly I can see why. The chainsaw blade, the freezing of the shield to then shatter apart as you go into the stance is really, really sweet as a design concept, and a lot has gone into it. It's a very clean, badass looking charge blade that really already just fits and works in Monster Hunter to the point I could see it just being a weapon even without this contest, which is really impressive when it comes to a design, even if I think that a weapon contest is a good excuse to get something completely out there that you wouldn't see as a normal design. But I am not mad at this at all. It really is, just as far as objectively a charge blade goes, pretty damn cool. At least until you shatter the ice. Ha ha. Alright, next up we have Weapon G. Oh, I misremembered. Weapon G is Shadow Seal. I got excited for a second, and then I got edged of oblivion. I got edged. Of course, Kuazarax, the Edge of Oblivion longsword, is in the top 8. Of course it is. There is a legion of longsword mains marching for this beautiful blade. Their voices loud, their longswords proud. A veritable crowd of hunters tripped over in their wake as they step over them towards their one goal of getting the edgiest longsword in existence in the game. And I can't blame them. It's really fucking awesome. It's a little black hole in a longsword blade. There's a lot going on here. The lore paragraph of it is still one of my favorite things ever. Like, as much as I want to be like, really? So much Monster Hunter equipment has ridiculous Pokedex level descriptions that I can't be mad at it. You know, it's so far committed to itself that it crosses into charming, and I'm there for it. This one is certainly one that if it was in the game, I would give Longsword a proper go to use it, and I think on that criteria, yeah, that's pretty damn nice. Hopefully, those with the strength to wield it will feel that cosmic power coursing through their veins. Kuazarax. Next up then, oh, nice! The other black hole weapon, the Singularity Divider. Colin will be very pleased. And like last time, would you guys like me to go through the top 8 with Colin in a Pro Noob to get his initial reactions on the winning selections? I think that would be a lot of fun too. Yeah, I'm really happy with this one. So far, out of all the ones selected, I don't think any would be a straight-up disappointment. I think there are definitely some I'll prefer, but we'll go over that once we've seen them all. But yeah, this one really is quite special. I love the floating metal. I love the idea of holding it and charging it up. Makes it go a little bit unstable, makes the crackles more, the metal float, the black hole get revealed. It's just such a smooth take on black hole weapon, as absurd as that concept is. Yeah, Storm Rider art, very, very nicely done. Then we have, yeah, there we go. Of course, it had to be. I saw so many not even greatsword mains go, oh, damn it, they had Wyvern Ignition, but I can't deny that Shadow Seal is just the coolest, because that world-shattering, reality-breaking true charge, if implemented correctly, is magnificent. I've seen a lot of people say that, well, they might not choose that because actually implementing that's going to be difficult, but you got to remember Capcom chose the initial 20 that we voted on. They wouldn't pick anything that they didn't think they had a good chance of implementing faithfully to the creator's design. So everything here should in theory be pretty much possible to happen as it's envisioned, so having this sky-cracking mirror shine as you hit will likely happen if Shatter Seal is chosen. Honestly, it is going to be interesting to see what the devs choose, because they've got the voting numbers for all 8 weapons. It would be tempting to just choose whatever was number 1 behind the scenes if it was an overwhelmingly amount more votes than the others, but ultimately they might just have a nice meeting. You know, a nice meeting. I wanted to specify that the meeting would be nice, not just a weird, boring meeting, a nice Capcom meeting. And they choose the one that they just feel would be most interesting to implement, or the most fun to actually create and make real, or billion other criteria we are not privy to. So I am very, very much nervously now looking forward to the reveal date, because God, do I want Shatter Seal, you beautiful blade. Just in all round, it looks like something that you could find in Monster Hunter, almost like an ancient civilization relic, and, you know, you're like, how have they trapped this monster in the mirror? It's some weird technology we've lost. And then the actual effects on it, just perfect. So that's 6, which leaves 2 more. What an interesting selection. Then the Peacock Gunlance. Yes, that's really hype. This one is gorgeous. The glowing blue, metal, the feathers. This one I think would look impeccable in game, and I am really, really glad that it's got at least a shot. This one, again, is one of those weapons that looks so good that, yes, alright, I will give Gunlance a go just to try it, but don't tell Rory. In any case, then, that puts us on to the final one, which is, the Black Knight Switch Axe? This one has surprised me. This one has taken me for a loop, especially compared to some of the other options. Also, rest in peace down at Craig Huntinghorn, that is a real heartbreak. So why? Like, okay, I don't say that to be mean. It's a really cool switch axe. It looks brilliant. But to me, like when I first saw it, this one looks like it could just be a Guild Palace switch axe with a different color scheme. But it's not like a funky, crazy weapon design contest weapon, but I guess it doesn't need to be, does it? I keep saying that it looking like it belongs in the game is just an impressive bit of design, and that clean black engraved metal with that bright pop of purple, I mean, it does look wonderful, and the crackly glow effect for the ZST is also really, really nice. It's just a clean, solid, good-looking weapon. But I didn't expect just clean, solid, good-looking to get enough votes for a top 8 against the more quirkier options. Maybe other weapons cannibalized each other with multiple options, and the switch axes rose here as a popular weapon. I find that really fascinating. Don't get me wrong, again, lovely design. I just thought there was some insane possibilities, and I am surprised to not see them. So there we go, that is our top 8, one of these will be implemented, and I don't think whichever it is going to be a bad choice at all. I kinda feel like Capcom might lean towards longsword. The reason being is it's a longsword winner, which is going to make a lot of people very happy because it's a large longsword community, whereas greatsword has had a winner before, charge blaze has a winner before. Now I'm going to find out that longsword has had a winner before. It has had a winner before. It was a very, very cool weapon, actually. I thought that was kind of triggering something. The Tenebra, it was called. So that actually does go against kind of what I was rolling with there. So maybe I could see the hammer happen? I mean, out of all of these, Insect Glaive has had a winner before. That I remember. It was an incredible clockwork one in Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate. Your Charge Blade has had one before in the Black Eagle. Greatsword has had a rocket-powered Greatsword. I think we have had a Switch Axe before, which actually just kinda leaves your hammer and your gunlance if we want completely new weapon categories to win. So that is an interesting conundrum. I definitely wouldn't want to be in charge of choosing. I mean, I'd choose my greatsword, of course. What am I saying? I would want to be in charge of choosing. But I think whatever is selected here is going to disappoint 7 other large groups of people, and that is inevitable with these things. It's nice that we're getting a weapon, and that's the way to view this. Even if you do desperately want a particular one to win and it doesn't happen, this is a lovely bonus, and it's worth remembering that. It's not easy to just implement such a complex weapon just, you know, randomly for fun. So I am really, really happy with the 8 that we have ended up with, and I cannot wait to see what happens. I'll have a quick glance at the pendants, but like last time, I would like to go through them kind of properly with cotton, and okay, yeah, I'm just so glad that the Cedius Legiocrist inflatable is so funny. Oh, that's great. Oh my god, I am liking a few that I'm seeing down there, but I'll wait to properly inspect them with a Continent Pro and Noob. So there we have it, everybody. That is what our top 8 is looking like. We'll find out on September 27th which one has ultimately been chosen. Let me know what you are rooting for then out of our 8 weapons and why. I'll be very interested to see your thoughts. For now then, like if you enjoyed this, subscribe, hit the bell for more, consider supporting the future of the channel on Patreon down below, and until we meet again, a goodbye.
Josh, Cotton, and Hollow with the videos, dropping the humor like a hammer on your tippy toes, bringing entertainment on a daily arrangement to take our insanity and turn it into entertainment. Yes, I said entertainment twice, to reiterate that it is nice to look into your faces on a mostly daily basis when you let us in your homes to make the whole world a stage. Goodbye.